30 days. No restaurants, no shopping, no impulse buys, and by the end of it my brain was different. Not because I read a book, not because I attended a seminar. Because I stopped spending. For 30 days I bought nothing that was not essential. Just rent, groceries, utilities, and transportation. By the end of those 30 days, I had not just saved money. I had rewired the way my brain thinks about spending entirely. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use 1 month to change your financial brain forever. I thought I would feel deprived. Instead, something shifted. Something in the way I saw money, the way I saw my own habits, the way I understood what I actually wanted versus what my brain had been trained to want. Today, I want to walk you through exactly what a no-spend month does to your brain, why it works on a neurological level, and how you can use it to permanently reset your money mindset. Because this is not a budgeting trick. This is neuroscience. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that people who completed a 21-day spending abstinence period reduced their impulsive purchases by 31% in the 3 months that followed. Not during the challenge, after it, the rewiring persisted. Let me explain why. Your brain has a system called the default mode network. It activates when you are not focused on a specific task, when you are daydreaming, when you are scrolling, when you are bored, and here is the problem. In the modern world, that network has been hijacked. Every app, every store, every advertisement has been engineered to activate your brain's reward system the moment your default mode network turns on. You get bored, your brain looks for stimulation. And before you even realize what is happening, you are browsing, clicking, adding to cart. Social media makes this worse. Platforms are designed to show you what other people are buying, wearing, and experiencing. That constant exposure triggers a financial FOMO that most people never recognize as a spending habit. It just feels like wanting things. This is not weakness. This is neuroscience working exactly as designed, by someone else for their benefit. Not yours. A financial detox interrupts that cycle at the root. When you remove the option to spend, your brain is forced to find other ways to satisfy the reward system. Over time it rewires, it builds new pathways. It starts associating satisfaction with things that do not cost money. With stillness, with creativity, with connection. Researchers call this neuroplasticity. Your brain's ability to physically change its structure based on repeated behavior. 30 days is enough time to begin that change. Let me walk you through what actually happens week by week. Week 1 is the hardest, and I want to be honest with you about that. In the first 7 days, you will feel the pull. You will walk past a store and feel the urge. You will open your phone and instinctively navigate to a shopping app. You will see an ad and feel a genuine desire for something you did not know you wanted 5 seconds ago. This is your dopamine system in withdrawal, not from a substance. From a behavioral pattern. Like any withdrawal, it is uncomfortable. But it is also temporary. What is happening neurologically is that your brain is recalibrating its baseline dopamine levels. For months or years, you have been giving your reward system small, frequent hits. A new purchase here, a delivery notification there. Each one releasing a small amount of dopamine, each one reinforcing the spending habit. When you stop, your brain notices. It sends signals that feel like restlessness, irritability, and craving. This is normal, this is the process working, and week 2 is where things get strange. The cravings start to quiet, not completely, but noticeably. You begin to notice things you had stopped noticing, the way your apartment looks, the food already in your kitchen, the conversations you had been too distracted to fully engage with. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for future thinking and rational decision-making, starts to get more airtime. Because it is no longer competing with the constant noise of consumption. A 2021 study by behavioral economists at Duke University found that people who practiced spending abstinence for even 2 weeks reported a measurable increase in their ability to delay gratification. That is not a personality trait, that is a trainable skill, and you are training it. Week 3 is when the real rewiring begins. Most people do not make it here. Which is exactly why the ones who do see results that last. By day 15 or 16, most people report a shift in how they experience desire itself. Things that felt urgent in week 1 now feel optional. The item you desperately wanted on day 3, you have forgotten about it. Not because you suppressed the desire. Because your brain recategorized it. This is the prefrontal cortex doing its job. When you give it space, it starts asking questions your impulsive brain never had time to ask. Do I actually need this? Will this matter in a month? Is this solving a real problem, or just filling a moment of discomfort? After 3 weeks of a financial detox, your brain starts asking those questions automatically. Week 4 is where most people are surprised by what they feel. By the final week, something has fundamentally changed in how you relate to money. You have proven to yourself that you can go without. That the things you thought were needs were often wants. That your baseline for satisfaction is much lower than the consumer economy wants you to believe. It works whether you are starting from zero, whether you have debt, or whether you are already saving. The neurological process is the same regardless of your income level. A 2020 study from the University of Chicago found that people who completed a spending detox saved an average of 42% more in the following 6 months. Not because they were trying harder, because their brain had recalibrated what felt normal. That is the power of this. It is not about willpower during the month. It is about who you become after it. You have done the neurological work, now let me show you exactly how to execute it. Step 1. Define your rules before you start. This challenge only works if you are clear about what counts as essential. Essential spending includes rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation to work, and any medical needs. Everything else is paused. No restaurants, no takeout, no new clothes, no entertainment subscriptions you can pause. No online shopping, no impulse purchases of any kind. Write your rules down. Put them somewhere visible, because in week 1 your brain will try to negotiate. Having your rules written down removes the negotiation. Step 2. Create friction for your spending triggers. Identify the 3 situations where you spend most impulsively. For most people it is late-night phone browsing, stress after work, and social situations where others are spending. For each trigger, create a physical or digital barrier. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Unsubscribe from promotional emails. Leave your credit card at home on days you know you will be in a tempting environment. Friction works because your brain takes the path of least resistance. Make spending the hard path. Step 3. Replace the reward, not just the behavior. This is the step most people skip, and it is the reason most attempts fail by day 10. Your brain is not trying to spend money, it is trying to feel something: relief. Excitement, comfort, reward. And for many people carrying the weight of a demanding job, spending is the fastest way to decompress after a long day. That is not a character flaw. That is a conditioned response. If you remove spending without replacing the emotional function it was serving, your brain will find another way to get that feeling. Usually a worse one, so identify what emotion your spending is usually serving. If it is stress relief, replace it with a 10-minute walk or a cold shower. If it is excitement, replace it with a creative project. If it is social connection, replace it with a phone call or a free local event. The goal is not deprivation, the goal is redirection. This next step is the one that will surprise you the most. Step 4. Track what you notice, not just what you save. Keep a simple daily note. Just 2 or 3 sentences. What did you want to buy today? What triggered the urge? How did you feel when you did not buy it? After 30 days, read those notes from the beginning. You will see patterns you had never noticed before. You will see exactly how your brain has been running your spending habits without your conscious permission. That awareness is worth more than the money you saved. Step 5. Design your re-entry. This is the most overlooked part of the entire process, and it is critical. When the month ends, do not go back to your old spending patterns. That would undo the neurological work you just did. Instead, design a new normal. Take the money you saved and allocate it intentionally before the month ends. Put it toward a specific financial goal, an emergency fund, a debt payment. An investment. Make the decision while your prefrontal cortex is still in charge. Then create a new spending rule for yourself going forward, something simple. Something sustainable. I wait 48 hours before any unplanned purchase over $30. Or, I review my subscriptions on the 1st of every month and cancel anything I have not used. Small rules, permanent rewiring. This works at any income level. Here is what I want you to take away from this. A no-spend month is not a punishment. It is not about being cheap. It is not about deprivation. It is about taking back control of the most powerful financial tool you have. Your own brain. Every time you spend impulsively, someone else is benefiting from your neuroscience. Every time you pause, question, and choose intentionally, you are benefiting from it instead. 30 days. That is all it takes to begin the money mindset reset. Write your rules down tonight, pick a start date, come back next week. We are going deep into why smart people stay broke even when they earn good money. The answer has nothing to do with intelligence. If this video gave you something real, subscribe. This is the kind of content we make here. See you in the next one.